The second part of a critical essay is the body. As we discussed earlier, critical writers develop their arguments here by justifying the essay thesis with reasons and evidence. But remember, this time, they are supposed to make extended arguments. Read again the essay Working at McDonald's. Consider the questions listed below to discover how the extended argument is made. I'm sure you have identified that paragraphs 4 to 20 are the body section of the essay. Analyzing them, we can find the author uses three major premises to support his thesis. The first premise the author offers is jobs at the fast food chains like McDonald's provide few useful skills. The second premise is working at the fast food chains undermines school attendance. The third one is it also skews the values of teenagers. Then, in order to prove the first premise, the author offers 4 further premises from paragraph 4 to paragraph 10. Paragraphs 4 and 5 tell that working in fast food chains is different than doing the traditional part-time jobs for teenagers. Paragraphs 6 and 7 say that the McDonald's kind of job is highly uneducational. Paragraphs 8 and 9 argue that though teenagers may learn some skills when doing fast food jobs, those skills are not significant. And paragraph 10 says fast food jobs tend to gobble teenagers up in the world of low-skilled jobs. Of course, in the process of justifying this first premise, the author also gives much evidence. And you find the same way of making an argument with the second and the third premises. So you see, a critical essay is like an overall argument with the author's position on the issue as its main thesis and several supporting paragraphs as contributing arguments. Each of the contributing arguments also has a thesis. We'd like to call it contributing thesis. A contributing thesis is at the same time a premise of the overall argument. Each contributing thesis is then supported by contributing premises. And very often, in fully developed essays, we may find that the contributing premises are further proved by reasons and evidence. By the way, have you noticed that throughout the whole essay, the author provides many arguments that go not for, but against his own point of view? For example, in paragraph 19, he writes, "One may say that this is only fair and square. They are being good American consumers and spend their money on what turns them on." Apparently, this is an argument. His thesis is it's fair and square for teenagers to spend the money they make by working at the fast food chains at will. And the premises are, in this way, they help boost American economy and make themselves happy. But is this argument a good one to support the author's point that spending money at will undermines teenagers' value? There in paragraphs 19 and 20. Or is it an objection? Objection, of course. It is actually called a contradictory argument. After presenting the contradictory argument, the author proceeds to refute it, saying that these young yet unformed individuals will learn the dubious merit of keeping up with the ever-changing fads. In this way, he changes the paragraph into a contributing argument that supports his thesis. Remember the characteristics of critical essays, which we talked about in the previous lesson? Critical essays consider and respond to conflicting ideas. This is it. So you see, a convincing critical essay is never a simple argument. It is rather a hierarchy of arguments, which includes arguments that not only contribute to the main thesis, but also seemingly undermine it. Does it sound challenging? Don't worry, in the following lessons, we'll spend more time to learn how to do it, and I'm sure you make it.